Hey guys, welcome back and happy Monday. All right, guys. Well, I hope everybody had an amazing weekend. This has been one for the books for sure, but we are back and we're starting off with a fresh new week. Thank the Lord that this is the last week of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. Oh, that feels so good. Now, guys, we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Well, specifically Lisa Rinna, who's explaining why she thinks she's disliked and is explaining how, well, she is different in real life, but also talking about her beauty line and calling this the best season ever. Now, I want to break into this a little bit because I am definitely curious as to why she thinks she's disliked. But before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash your like button. If you haven't, hit that notification bell, get subscribed, and well, with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So according to Reality Blurb, it looks like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Lisa Rinna, well, we know her best for being brutal, and it's her honesty, and she speaks candidly like nobody else. We get that, okay? In a new interview, Lisa promises that this new season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is going to be one for the books and discusses why she's become so successful, how she truly shows her authentic self on the show, and she's even been compared to Bethany Frankel from The Real Housewives of New York. What? Okay, this better not be business-wise. I think it's one of the best seasons ever. I really do. We hear that every season from every housewife, but I have enjoyed it so far. I will say that. There's so much that goes on that is real. My mom's passing and Dorit's home invasion, Erica and what she's going through and still going through. There's just so many real issues that we're dealing with. And then what goes off of that, it's beyond. And this is what she's telling Newsweek. Lisa, without a doubt, has become one of the most famous housewives in all of the franchises, whether you love her, hate her, or love to hate her. And that's true. You know, I even remember when we went for our Spilling Tea live show in New York City and we talked to Margaret Josephs about her. Margaret Josephs spoke up and said Lisa Rinna was one of her favorite housewives, and everybody started booing her. And she's like, hold on. Whether you like her or don't like her, she keeps the story going. And she does. She holds everybody accountable, but it's really like, is there something that we can hold Lisa Rinna accountable for? Because that's my biggest question. We want to know about the husband. We want to know about what goes on behind the scenes. And we've even heard rumors from All About the Real Housewives. They're the ones who first put this out. There was a report that Lisa has some sort of backdoor deal with production and Bravo for nobody to be able to attack her or her family as long as she keeps, well, the story going on everybody else's. Let's keep going. Now, Lisa admits that she's had reservations on joining the show in the past, but soon realized that she had to pivot her career in a different direction in order to still get work. It's never something I aspired to do, but I am smart enough to know that as I aged in the business as an actor, as a female, you don't get to work for very long. I remember thinking when I turned 40, I better diversify. I better figure this out because my time's up at 40. And she said, because that's what happened to me. I just started to dry up and I thought, I feel great. I still look great. So I'm not going to accept this. That's when I started to branch out and be open to other opportunities. And that is where the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills came in. And opportunities Lisa did get. Lisa's company, Rinna Beauty, has risen to become a majorly successful cosmetics brand, and she couldn't be happier. I am curious how successful this brand is. She's saying that she's selling directly to consumers, that her platform has been amazing, and that this business is booming. Can we see the numbers? I mean, don't a lot of people say that? And then, of course, I feel like either this was a PR stunt and it was very calculated, or it was true. I don't know. And I'm not questioning Lisa Rinna's business, but Lisa Rinna, you know, when she first launched Rinna Beauty, the site shut down because there was apparently so much activity going into it. But I wonder, how true is that? Because the same thing happened with the Kardashians. When Kylie Jenner launched her business, she sold out in under a minute. And with that actually happened. They broke the site and they sold out of all of the products. Was that something that Lisa Rinna was trying to project like they were also doing? Or did this actually happen? There's a lot of, I mean, she has a huge platform. It could have very easily have happened. Or again, it could be a PR stunt. It was born out of following your passion, doing some other things, you know, because life is short and you don't have to do just one thing. And that's how it started. And I've never really said no to anything after that. As for the show, viewers like to see Lisa as the villain and pot stirrer of, well, pretty much every season. However, Lisa just credits that to her authenticity, honesty, and need to get to the truth. She said, because I'm honest. And I'll tell you what, no one's more heated than someone who's honest. The truth is a tough pill for someone to take. I'm honest and people would prefer me not to be. And I'd like to be a lot more, liked, but that's not where you're ever going to get anywhere if you go based off of wanting to be liked as opposed to just really being your true authentic self. Even no, I guess at this point, it doesn't matter who you have to throw under the bus. What you see is what you get. Most people don't like that because they don't want to know the truth. I think in a nutshell, that's why I'm so polarizing on the show. You either love me or you hate me. There's really no in between, and I'm okay with that. Lisa also let readers know that because Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is a reality show, you don't get to see her in calmer situations, saying the show does show a side of me that isn't really the side of me that everybody lives with on a daily basis. I'm more fun. I'm calmer. I think the skew happens for the fan base as they think I'm much more angry and mean than I really am in actual life. I'm just reacting off of what I'm being thrown into on the show. And at one point, the interviewer even compared Lisa's rise from reality TV star to entrepreneur to Bethany Frankel, to which Lisa was honored and flabbergasted. Yeah, you could be so lucky. God, I mean, she's my idol. Gosh, I really like a hot dog right now. That's what it reminds me of. God, I mean, she's my idol. I've always aspired to be like her because I think she's so smart and savvy, and no one does it like Bethany. I feel so grateful and so blessed that you just even put me in the same sentence with her. And this is what she's saying. Now, getting back to it, I want to kind of dive into this a little bit. Lisa Rinna is absolutely honest, and she does kind of give it to us however she feels like she needs to. But I do feel like there are some things that aren't fair here. And maybe it's just that she has nothing to dive into, like nobody has anything on Lisa Rinna, or maybe there's a lot more than we actually know, and she actually could be protected. And there could be things that are edited out if people bring them up. And if she is protected and everyone has this mutual understanding that you don't go in on Lisa Rinna, well, then that presents a problem for some of the other housewives because it's like the housewives with Teresa Giudice. They know if they go in on Teresa too hard and Teresa says, I don't want to film with them or whatever, they could easily get canned. And if Bravo actually has a backdoor deal with Lisa Rinna and they have, the other cast members who know this, and they still bring up stuff about Lisa Rinna and piss her off or get her, super excited and passionate, that could present a problem for any of the housewives, and they could lose their jobs if in fact that's true. I don't know if that's true. That has not been confirmed, and we will never know. It would never be confirmed if that in fact was a true situation. But I do want to hear what you guys think about Lisa Rinna saying why people love to hate her or love her, or there's no in between. I completely agree with that. And, her claiming that she's become one of the most polarizing housewives. I mean, we all do talk about her. I couldn't really imagine the show at this point without her. Sometimes I cringe when I see the mess that she gets herself into, whether it's the Munchausen's or saying that Kim Richards was near death. All of that it adds up and it becomes a little bothersome, I guess, but she's doing her job. Guys, what are your thoughts about this? And how successful do you think Rinna Beauty really is? I know you guys are going to come in with the unfiltered comments and opinions, so go ahead and do so. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Happy Monday. Love you guys. Bye.